I'm Zach. Hunting, fishing, outdoor adventure and exploration, they run in my blood. I am deeply driven. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Zach with Deeply Driven Outdoors. Duck season is done. It's been a little bit since I posted. I've had some technical difficulties. But it is late muzzleloader season, Christmas Eve day right now. So Andy and I are out here at my family land here in Madison County, Iowa. And we're going to see, we just have antlerless tags. So, you know, no bucks are on the menu. We're going to see if we can get a doe just for some venison. So we're going to get out of the truck and get to it. Set in here against this brush pile. We kicked up two groups of 2 deer each, 4 deer on the way in. We're sitting in a good ambush spot for where Andy killed his first deer last year. So we'll see. We got about 10 minutes of shooting time. She's hit.
I mean, she's definitely limping. I can't tell, though. In what way? All right, well, Andy took a shot. He definitely hit it. She didn't go down right away. I took a shot, and I think she went down. So we're going to go up there and see if we got this deer. Hit this deer down. Andy took the shot. First shot. Definitely got her. She was still standing, so I fired again, which put her down, and then as soon as we got up to her, still alive, so Andy shot again, which it may seem like 3 shots is excessive, but it's just about reducing suffering. You know, we don't hunt these animals because we hate them or want to see them suffer. It's just, you know, it's about showing respect for the animals that you take from the land for food. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing gutted, and then it's early enough. I mean, we got Christmas Eve stuff. It's Christmas Eve day. We got Christmas Eve stuff to do today, but that's in the evening, so we might actually be able to get home and get everything pretty far into the butchering process, really.
December?
Yep. 24. Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas, people.
Happy Christmas. Well, we got the gutting done. It's a short video, but it's only a 20-minute hunt, so just not that much content, really. Congrats to Andy on getting another deer. First morning we've been out, so yeah, it's good. We're gonna go back and have what we call a bush and butcher. These antlerless hunts are all about the meat. So we got this hung up and getting it butchered. We just learned how to butcher deer last year. Buddy Piper came over and showed us how it's done, and we got to butcher mine and Andy's, so we're just gonna be operating off the knowledge that we remember from that.
I don't do this very often, as you can tell.
What's going on, everybody? This is Zach with Deeply Driven Outdoors. Getting out on deer hunt number 2 for the year, late muzzleloader season here in Iowa. With Andy today. Andy shot deer really quickly on our first hunt out, about 20 minutes into the hunt, last time we came out, so that was Christmas Eve. We're just hunting for the morning, this morning, and I'm going to see if I can get myself a deer. So it's just now shooting time. It's really windy today, not very cold. I think it's about 42 degrees when we left the truck, but the temperature is falling. Wind's about 20 miles an hour probably, and I don't know. I don't think we usually see a lot of deer when it's super windy, but you never know. You definitely won't shoot them at home. So we're going to see what happens with the day. Well, we have not seen anything since shooting light, which I was kind of wondering might be the story today. I'm doing a solo hunt by myself today for deer. And
actually come across this spot from scouting for ducks. I know this is a duck hunting spot. But a lot of times when I've come down here, I've seen deer crossing the road. That's what brought me here today. I've got a cornfield behind me over this fence. And then way over in the distance over there, there's a stand of hardwoods. So far there's not been any deer to speak of. Public land hunting is tough for deer. I've never shot one on public land. Alright guys, that's about it for this one. So a little bit of shooting time left. I'm just going to kind of slowly pack up while, methodically walk out. That way if I do jump something, I've got shooting light to shoot it. But other than that, that's it for this. If anything eventful happens, I'll let you know. Alright, it is New Year's Day. Still on the late muzzleloader grind here with Andy. We both have antlerless tags back out of the family ground. We're just going to sit for the evening and see if we can get us a deer. There's a field over here. And then obviously we have this draw at work. There's other fields off over that way. So it's kind of a juncture point. No deer spotted yet. Nothing to report. Alright guys, it is January 2. Still on that late muzzleloader grind, trying to fill that antlerless tag. Well, I kicked 6 more deer out of the field I came to hunt. They definitely have moved somewhat early, but it's good to see them moving. Alright, so for the morning sit, there weren't any deer within shooting range. I saw quite a few down in this field beyond this timber line out here. Quite a few, as well as saw some turkeys, so it's always cool to see game. Time for the evening sit. Saw a lot of deer this morning, so I'm hoping I can see a bunch this evening. That's it for tonight. I did see one deer on a hill on the neighbor's property. That was it, just one. Usually we see a lot more deer, especially in the evenings. The evening hunts this year have seemed to be more bust in the mornings. Andy got his deer the very first morning we went out. I saw a bunch of deer this morning. Then we didn't see anything last night. And then, just that one. Well, no, that's not true. We saw like 4 last night on the neighbor's property on the same hill, and I saw the one tonight. So, I don't know. We might have to switch up our evening strategy for exactly where we're sitting. Usually we'll sit on this north fence here, and it's traditionally been pretty good in the evenings, but hasn't panned out. The wind was good today, northwest, which it blows my scent away from them coming out of there. So it should have been half decent, but there's just nothing, hardly saw anything moving. So must just be a late move, I suppose. All right, everybody, it is January 4th. It's a Saturday. Andy and I are still out chasing deer. I've yet to fill a tag. Andy's filled one. He's got another tag. It is about 6:40. It took us longer to get here than we'd planned because the weather. Roads are pretty bad this morning. So we're going to get our stuff ready and get in there. It's about 10 minutes to shooting time. We have fresh snow, which is good. A whole bunch of them. Neighbor's field, of course. I got these new bibs as well. I'd been using my dad's ratty old hand-me-down coveralls since I was a teenager. So these are nice. They're reversible. So they're white on this side and then brown camo on the inside, which is awesome because I would never buy white bibs by themselves because we don't get enough snow for it. But the reversible feature is awesome. Since this morning, walking in, I haven't seen any deer on this land. I kicked one out walking in, which I think that's become a trend. So I'm going to adjust for that tomorrow morning. But it is what it is for now. I did see a whole bunch of deer over on the hill on the neighbor's property, not my neighbor's, the neighbor's property. I think there was 11 in that group. So other than that, it's been quiet. So Andy's up on top of the hill, kind of behind me. It's getting close to 9 o'clock. I haven't seen anything in this field since this morning. So probably gonna get up here
you know, just go do my due diligence of, you know, peek over the fence in front of me, and kind of make my way to meet up with Andy. He's got his blind set up over there, so go meet up with him in the blind. I haven't seen his new blind, so check that out anyway. And then we'll probably make a plan for this afternoon.
The snow is fresh. Just got it yesterday afternoon and last night. So we're taking the time to do some tracking up here on top. So I was sitting down there at the bottom of this draw. And I think the deer stayed higher. When I've kicked them out, they've been a little higher in the field up here, hanging out up here. And they utilize this ridge line. So I think we're gonna kind of revamp our plan for the morning based off of this.
Well, I'm bringing you guys halfway into this story. I forgot the camera in the truck, and I was sitting right up here against this fence line, and right where Andy's truck is at, deer will cross in the timber across the street and just come right into this field. We saw the tracks in the fresh snow, so I sat right up in this fence row. I did see some deer kind of stacking up across the road, and I got very close. My heart was beating out of my chest. You know, very close into the ditch on this side. Didn't see me. Kind of went around the fence, right in the entrance as I'd expected, and I double lunged this one. I actually missed a deer earlier at about 3:45. Missed a deer and was really bummed out. And I thought I'd missed her at first, but it turns out I just double lunged the deer. But that's it. We're tagged out. Andy got his deer. I got my deer. Andy still has a tag, but I think we're gonna probably call it a deer season. All right. Well, so I did not really get video of this deer last night because I forgot the camera in the truck. But this one was. It was intense, man. It was the deer that came across the road and came right up to the fence line I was sitting at. I mean, 10 yards away. His heart was racing. Good sized group of them. 4 of them were crossing the road, and there were several more that were stacked up across the road in the timber. And you know, they kind of sniffed around a bit, changed their mind, decided to finally actually wind up going right in the entrance that I'd expected them to come into, and wound up getting this young one right when she came across the fence line. And not a big one by any means, but I don't have a lot of room in my freezer, and it's going to taste great, and it's good cap to the hunting season. Right now I'm trimming up the back straps. I am no pro at this, but I didn't get a good final video last night, so that is probably, it's close to being it for deer season. I have one tag left that I got 1 day to hunt on. It's going to be on public land, which I've always found to be a little bit difficult. So I'm going to hunt on that on Thursday. Other than that, I mean, that might be about it for the deer action, but at least I was able to fill a tag.